Greetings and welcome, beloved. My name is Beaumont, and this is Vibrational Guidance Over Truth, a sacred space where we honor the messages that speak not just to the mind, but to the soul. Here we allow the vibes, the sensations, and the subtle whispers within the body, like chills across the skin or a flutter in your heart, to help confirm the alignment or reveal what is not in alignment in these messages. You can notice alignment through synchronicities in colors, images, numbers, and symbolic images. Please note, this is not a traditional tarot oracle channel, and I am not an astrologer, nor do I present these readings as fixed truths. Instead, I invite you to journey with me and use your intuition muscles as we look through these different themed weekly readings where the decks will change each week. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. You can use them for spiritual reflection if you would like. Always take what resonates and leave what does not. The intention here is simple. If your ancestors, your spiritual team, or the divine truth have been trying to reach you, and if those messages have not clearly come across through you yet, through people, signs, or life experiences, may this be the space where you tune in and you hear what is meant for you. If you would like to support the workflow on this channel, the link to the Amazon wishlist and the Business Cash App account is in the description box below. Your support helps keep this space rich with new decks and materials that honor the evolving themes. This channel is the result of me choosing to be in alignment and serve the collective in a way that is soft, sacred, and vibrationally honest with the energy I have been given. I'm honored to walk this journey with you. Side note, the comment section for this channel is off and will stay off due to the overexcelling knowledge and the acknowledgement that this is a healing journey and that is private. Tons of other channels have comment sections that are open, and our space here is simply for personal contemplation, personal thinking, and personal reflection only. This space is rooted in love, not performance, not prediction, and not perfection. Love is the frequency that guides each message, and love is what has brought you here to me. So welcome home. All right, collective, let's go ahead and hop in. So if you are new here, every time I do a reading, any of the cards that have come out, I do not insert them back into the deck. That way, Spirit gets a chance to speak to every aspect of the collective that they need to get a particular message to, and we don't have any repeat messages showing up. Okay, so we're going to start with our Oceanic Tarot deck, and the link to all the decks being used for this themed weekly message are in the description box below. All right, Spirit Guides, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? Energy is always changing. Oh, that almost came out. That was the death card, but it did not. What energy messages do you have? Thank you, for the collective at this time. Energy is always changing. Are there any messages that you have for the collective at this time? Thank you so much. All right. Very clear. There are 3 messages. So the first card to come out is the 8 of Swords, restriction. Second card to come out, but it is to the right, is the 3 of Swords, heartache. And then we have here in the center, the 9 of Swords, anxiety. Oh my, all swords. Swords resembling communication coming in through the air. And we have 8 and 9 and 3 for the placement where they came out on the table. And the image in the background of all of these, if you can see it, is a shark. All right, Spirit Guides, what would you like to relay to me through intuition to share with the collective? And again, you can have your own interpretation of these cards. Restriction, anxiety, and heartache. Blindly, not having sight to see, comes up within me for restriction. Something is not being seen. Something is not being noticed. There's danger lurking in the background, though there have been signs, though there have been stakes that have limited, restricted the sense and notion of being free. This danger of not being free, the danger of restriction, is still ever present. And it was just 5:25 on the video timer. Not only is there danger in the background as it pertains to how someone might be restricting themselves emotionally, not being honest with themselves, a space being restrictive of your creative abilities and your thoughts, or being in a particular friend circle and environment. But we're going to focus here primarily on self. Something of self is restricting, maybe limiting beliefs. And this is causing anxiety. These self-imposed restrictions are causing fear. What if I don't look for that job? What if I don't move out of this location? What if I don't start making those lifestyle habits changes? There's some worry about not putting up boundaries, not restricting, or there's anxiety, there's concern revolving the presence of restrictions, maybe limiting finances, not having as many hours for rest, for sleep, for meditation, for doing things you enjoy, singing, dancing, painting, going for a walk. And what does this presentation of restriction and anxiety lead to is bona fide, for sure, heartache. This actually reminds me of a person who society tells us to call elderly, by aging people with terms. I don't like that, but for people who identify or choose to identify as being elderly, having heartache toward the end of life and the anxiety that comes up from choices not taken. That's what this feels like to me. I saw this first. I will come back to the tarot deck, but this is our Ocean Spirit Oracle. Spirit guides, would you like to clarify these three clearly intrusive, negative, some would say, cards? This is the second reading like this where the first three cards coming out, or however many cards came out, they were either in reverse or they were negative, and it was just straight and to the point. This is the message. Okay. Would you like to clarify the restriction, the anxiety, and the heartache? All right. Would you like to clarify the restriction, anxiety, and heartache? Would you like to clarify the restriction, anxiety, and heartache? Thank you. Would you like to clarify the restriction, anxiety, and heartache? So, primarily landing in two areas, our anxiety card and our heartache. We're going to start with our heartache. With heartache, we have the 11 renewal card. Start something new. So whatever it is that's aching your heart, no matter where you are in your age and stage of life, it is time to start something new. This is what the divines, your spirit guides, your ancestors want you to know. The cure for, the resolution for whatever has caused this heartache, whether it be self-imposed, community-imposed, anywhere in between, the solution is to start something new. So if you have heartache concerning health, potentially, again, free resources online or scheduling an appointment with a physician where you can start something new lifestyle choices, whether it be heartache over your perception of yourself. You can start something new, begin mantras, begin daily prayers, set timers on your cell phone or alarms. And for 1 minute, for 3 minutes, for 10 minutes, for an hour, you're going to dedicate time to renewing yourself. And that over time, change can be instant and change can take time. Whichever route you choose, do know, or staying still. So that coincides. You can either make a change and see instant results. You can stay the same, stay fixed, or you can do nothing and keep going backwards. Whatever it is, renewal is what Spirit wants you to know is within your power, it's within your grasp, it's in your reach. Now, over our anxiety card, Spirit has clarified this with the following terms. In reverse, we have kindness, the 35, shift from me to we. So this is not a time where you have been kind to yourself. This is not a time where you have been thinking about we, you have been thinking about me, selfishness. So the thought of, should I be thinking so much of myself and what I want? The anxiety around that, lack of kindness to yourself is here. Spirit wants to confirm for you that you have, with this anxiety, you have the endurance with this 23 card. You have the experience is instructive as the message. So your past life experience, and this again gives me someone who is older in age, more mature in their years, you have the experience, you have the endurance to make these necessary changes. And we have a 3 and a 5 and a 2 and a 3. So 2 3s here is a synchronicity. And then also 2 plus 3, of course, adds up to 5. Then we have here the confidence card, also with anxiety. So be confident, hoist your sails. So you have the confidence within you. You can muster that up. It's already there for you to hoist your sails and move forward. You have the confidence and endurance. There's a theme here with confidence, endurance, and renewal. And then finally, the last card is 48, integrity. Live your truth. And if you've been with me for a few messages, you know there are certain terms I don't like and I refrain from using in my personal life. One of them is live. I don't like the word live because it is evil spelled backwards. So I will replace that always with life. So to this, I would actually say, do your life in truth. Your integrity looks like you doing your life, you experiencing your life, you creating your life in truth. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, for these messages. So there are some restrictions going on right now within the collective, and it's bringing in anxiety. You haven't been kind to yourself, and you have the integrity, you have the life, you have the truth within you, and you have the confidence within you to pick up your resources, hoist your sails, endure whatever the season is, because your past experiences have shown you you have the instructions on how to move forward and get out of this, what could be more heartache, by choosing to renew yourself, renew your mindset, and start something new. So I'm going to leave the message here. Clearly, Spirit has spoken straightforward. I know I said I was going to go back to the tarot, but let's go to it one more time and see if there are any wrap-up messages. Spirit guides, are there any concluding messages from the Oceanic Tarot? Or have you spoken to the section of the collective that you would like to speak to today? Thank you. And that almost got away from me. All right, one card over anxiety. Here we go. Moving towards the future. What we have here is the Ace of Swords, victory. Oh my goodness, this makes me so happy. Look at that. There is victory, and it was in the forward direction. So it's clear. Spirit is reaching through in this message for some of you within the collective. There is a restriction, whether self-imposed or environmental. It is causing anxiety, has caused you to not be kind to yourself, to believe that you don't have the integrity, but you are here and alive with life in this lifetime to do your truth confidently. Hoist your sails, put forth that effort. You have the endurance within you, and the past experiences are instruction enough for you to get out of this heartache that you could be in the future, because you've chosen to start something new. The renewal is guaranteed. And what is the confirmation? That though there are restrictions, you can stop this anxiety and end this lack of kindness to yourself by heeding the bottom 4 messages. Is you have victory coming in the future. Your victory is here. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your sun cycle.